Opening statements got underway today in the trial of a Jupiter man accused of locking his adopted son in a box-like structure for hours at a time in the family's garage. Tim Ferriter is charged with aggravated child abuse, false imprisonment, and child neglect. WPTV anchor Jay Cashmere was in court with the argument at hand. Was it abuse? Was it a family dealing with behavioral issues? Both sides had their say today.
Tim and his wife Tracy are accused of locking their adoptive son in an 8x8 structure for hours at a time back in February of 2022. The prosecution contending Tim's actions were, quote, cruel, intentional, and malicious. The defense acknowledging this was simply bad parenting, and given the uncontrollable and dangerous pattern of behavior of his son and the fact that he had an attachment disorder, there was no criminal intent. Surrounded by family and his wife Tracy, Tim Ferriter sat intently listening to the state and their description of a structure inside his Egret Landing home that will become the focal point of this trial.
There was a structure, a small room box-like structure that was constructed in the garage that didn't have any windows. It had a box spring and a mattress, a bucket in the corner, and a desk.
Prosecutor Brianna Coakley spoke at length over the location that she said harbored the alleged abuse of his son. Photos of the structure were shown to jurors, and evidence from a Ring camera, the state says, will show Ferriter's actions were malicious.
You're going to hear over and over and over again that door locking and unlocking, because the evidence is going to show that that room was not a room that Ryan could come and go from as he pleased. He was locked inside from the outside.
The state called officers from the Jupiter Police Department detailing their accounts of those days leading up to the arrest.
We're here today because of the actions of Tim Ferriter towards his son. They were ongoing, they were intentional, and they were criminal.
A much different perspective by Tim's defense attorney, Priya Murad. She says a pattern of dangerous and uncontrollable behavior forced a similar structure to be built in their Arizona home, where the family feared the young boy would harm their then infant. She said they couldn't leave him unattended.
Bad parenting does not make somebody a criminal. Bad parenting does not mean that a person should be charged with a crime. It makes them human.
Murad said Tim and his wife faced an impossible situation, and he had to make tough choices to protect his son, other members of his family, and his community.
This family is going from place to place to place, from appointment to appointment, trying to figure out how to get this child actual help, how to get a diagnosis, and how to get medication that will change his behavior.
Murad told jurors her client never had his son arrested, nor did he ever try to reverse the adoption.
The singular question in this case is whether or not there was criminal intent.
Within the last hour, the prosecution called the victim's sister to testify. She did so via Zoom from a different courtroom one floor below. The prosecution will continue their case tomorrow morning when the court proceedings begin at 10 a.m. Reporting from the Palm Beach County Courthouse, I'm Jay Cashmere. Back to you.